Okay, so let's do this last one here, the complementary. Um, right now we have monochromatic and analogous. Make sure that you do different variations of the color. Don't just do a similar one. Don't do the same one for all these. Just make sure that this one, you can just change the hue, and you can eyedropper on these other ones, and just vary the saturation and brightness for each one of these to get your monochromatic. And then the warm ones, make sure that you do 3 analogous. Let's do 3 complementary as well. And complementary has one of these weird spellings, so we're going to go back to the PDF document here. Complementary. Some people spell this wrong because there is another version of this word that means things that work well together, but the color type of complementary is specifically those colors that are 180 degrees from each other on the color wheel. That is a little slightly different than the complementary of giving someone a compliment or things that work well together, something like that. So let's do complementary. And we'll take this color here, and what strangely you would think you could go to this color wheel and subtract either 180 degrees or add 180 degrees, and you would get the complementary color. Unfortunately, this is a digital color wheel, and when you do that, if I were to multiply 100 plus 180, I would get 280. So when I put in 280 up here, I would get this other color, which was not the complementary color of this one. I think I did the math wrong there. It was 90 plus 180, 270. So even if I put 270 here, that's not exactly the complementary color here. So let's just say that this one is green. Let's look at RGB, and we'll give it all the green just to make it very obvious. So here's green, and when you go look at the color wheel here, green on the artistic type color wheel, 180 degrees is red. So here we're going to have to go to the red scale. There we have red. So now these are the 2 complementary colors. Make sure you put plenty of negative space between these 2. And let's do another color. Let's just do purple. Go to this color around here, and the complementary color of purple is yellow. And we can go to yellow using the CMYK scale. There's yellow. And one more. So make sure that you do 3 of each one of these. One other thing that I want you to put on here, and I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Also, don't forget to put your primary, secondary, and tertiary. You need to label that on here. That is on the instructions. Also, but the last thing that I want you to do is one more thing. And I want you to be as creative as possible on this. Color psychology. And that is one word that I know that I misspelled on here. So let's do our spell check. Make sure you do spell check before you complete this thing. Let's see if it will fix my psychology here. Monochromatic. Didn't realize I misspelled that. Warm, not worried about that. Color psychology. It did fix that for me. So make sure you put some color psychology on here. Okay? I don't care how you do it. You can look at the way the other students did it on theirs. Just make sure that you put some on here. Okay? Be creative on how you want to put this. Also, work on your negative space for graphic design elements. And And that's it. That's the color wheel. Hopefully you're done with this project by now.